Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, and for today's tutorial we are doing a heart pattern glass coasters. For the materials we are using a crochet thread number 8 and a crochet needle number 2. To begin, let's make a slip knot, and this will be followed by 8 chains. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and to close the loop, let's make a slip stitch. So for the next part, we need to create 16 single crochets. So that's the first one, second, third. So let's just continue until we complete 16 single crochets. So we have 16, and let's do a slip stitch to close this round. So we need to create 8 loops for the next round. So what we need to do is to create 3 chains, and let's skip 1 chain and do a slip stitch on the next. So again, 3 chains, and then skip 1 chain and then make a slip stitch on the next. So 3 chains again, so 1, 2, 3, and skip 1 stitch and slip stitch on the next one. So let's just go on until we finish 8 loops here. So we have successfully created 8 loops. So this is how your loop should look like. So for the next round, we need to create a slip stitch on the loop we created. And let's make 3 chains. 1, 2, 3. And this will be followed with 2 double crochets. So on the same loop, the first double crochet, and let's make the second double crochet. So in between we need to create 2 chains, and on the next loop 3 double crochets. So the first one, let's work on the second one, and the third one. And in between again, let's make 2 chains, and again 3 double crochets on the next loop. So let's just continue until we're about to close this round. So do the same process on the 8th side. And by the way, to finish the whole round, instead of doing 2 chains on the gap, we need to do only 1 chain. So as you can see here, let's make 1 chain, and let's close the loop by making a slip stitch. So on this part we need to increase the size of the round. So let's start off with 3 chains, and then 1 double crochet on the same chain, let's work on the second double crochet on the second chain, and 2 double crochets on the third or last chain. So as you can see, we have increased our size from 3 double crochet at the bottom to 5 double crochets at the top. So on the first double crochet, we have increased by 2 double crochets at the top, and on the second double crochet, we have increased by 1, and on the third, we have increased by 2 double crochets. So to make the gap in between, let's make 2 chains here, and let's start again with 2 double crochets. So let's work on the third double crochet on the second stitch, and 2 double crochets again on the last stitch. And for the gap, let's make 2 chains. So let's just continue until we're about to finish this round. By the way, if you're new to my channel, thank you for watching, and please do share, like, and subscribe. So we're about to close this round, so let's start again with 2 double crochets on the first stitch, and 1 double crochet on the second stitch, and third, 2 double crochets. So every time we close the round, instead of doing 2 chains, we'll just make 1 chain and then do a slip stitch. In this part, we need to increase from 5 double crochets to 7 double crochets. So let's start again with 3 chains and 1 double crochet on the same stitch. And let's go on with 1 double crochet in each stitch except the last one. And on the last stitch, 2 double crochets again. So let's make 2 chains with a gap and start over with 2 double crochets on the first stitch, followed by 1 double crochet again for each stitch except the last. And let's just continue until we're about to finish this round. So we're about to close this round right here, so let's start with 2 double crochets on the first stitch, and 1 double crochet on the next, 2 double crochets again on the last stitch. So 1 chain here, and let's do a slip stitch. So on the next round we need to increase from 7 double crochets to 9 double crochets. So we already have 3 chains here, and let's add 1 double crochet on the same stitch and 1 double crochet each on the next 5 stitches. And on the last stitch, let's make 2 double crochets. And in between, let's add 2 chains. So basically it's the same process from here. So let's just go on and continue until we finish this round. So we're on the last side right here. So again, let's start with 2 double crochets on the first stitch. And 1 double crochets on the next stitches. Let's finish off with 2 double crochets on the last stitch. And 1 chain right here. And let's make a slip stitch. For the last part, we need to create 2 arcs per side, and this will be our last round. So from here we need to skip 1 stitch and make 2 double crochets on the 3rd stitch. Working on the first double crochet and the second double crochet. And after this, we need to add 3 treble crochets on the same stitch. So we're working on the first one. And here's the second one. And the third one. And we need to add another 2 double crochets on the same stitch. So after this, we need to skip 1 stitch and make a slip stitch on the next. So this is our first arc, so we need to do the same process for the second arc. So again, let's skip 1 stitch, and on the second stitch, let's make 2 double crochets. Let's add 3 treble crochets on the same stitch. 2 double crochets on the same stitch. So to finish this side, let's make a slip stitch on the last stitch here. And to start on the next side, let's do a slip stitch first on the first one. And let's start over, skipping 1 stitch and make 2 double crochets on the 3rd stitch. Let's work on the first treble crochet, the second one, and the 3rd treble crochet, and again 2 double crochets on the same stitch. So let's skip 1 stitch right here and make a slip stitch, and same process to make the second arc. So we'll just go on until we are about to finish this round. So we're about to finish our work right here. So for the last arc, let's do 2 double crochets again and 3 treble crochets on the same stitch. So we're working on our first one, the second one, and the 3rd one, and another 2 double crochets. So to seal off this work, let's make a slip stitch on this side and another slip stitch on the next side. So at this point I already cut the thread, and let's seal off our work, locking it on the opposite side. And here's our final work. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and see you on my next video. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to share, like, and subscribe.